Good morning once again, everyone. So the streets around the nation's capital, they are already being blocked off. Security has been beefed up, and we are ready for the inauguration of our 45th president. I'm live in Washington.
And a look up at Snoqualmie Pass this morning from just a few moments ago. Coming up, we'll take a closer look at the conditions that have caused a massive shutdown and tell you when they might be reopening things. Good morning, everybody. Glad to have you with us on this Thursday morning. It is 8 o'clock.
Let's start with a look at the weather as let's take
yourself.
the sun break.
Brace
There's a
yourself.
sun break out
Yes.
there.
We had a pre-sun break earlier, right?
News.
And now it's turned into a regular old sun break out
This
there.
looks
isn't
like
it?
a
looks like a comet going
I
over
was just
Seattle.
gonna
doesn't it?
say, yes.
Wow, this is breaking news, I guess. No, actually, we are going to see some more of those once we get the sun up a little bit higher in the sky. We'll see more sun breaks out there. We do have off and on showers around the area, but not that steady, heavy rain that we had yesterday. A few of those showers, especially over in the Kitsap Peninsula along the Hood Canal, still fairly heavy this morning. You can see those in much of the area, though, gets a little damp and then it dries out for a while, and that's going to be the pattern through the day today. Temperatures as you step out the door right now in the mid-40s. As we head towards early this afternoon, mid-afternoon, we'll be in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Looks like we'll see things dry out a little bit tomorrow and a lot more as we head into next week. Weather forecast coming up. Stephen?
Yeah, very pretty shot this morning you had there, and traffic not so pretty. Southbound I-5 across the Kingston-Snohomish County line. We have some slowing that we're following there. Same story, 405 southbound at 522. The good news in all of this, there are no major blocking issues in our typical commute patterns right now. 405 at 169. Of course, northbound is going to be slow, and this is I-5 at Graham Street, which is heading into downtown Seattle from the north end of Boeing Field. Like I said, no blocking problems. We still have our closure of I-90. We'll keep you up to date on that all morning as well. Back over to you guys, Greg and Mimi.
Thanks, Stephen.
So just a day away now from the presidential inauguration, and President-elect Donald Trump is in his plane right now, just getting ready to head to Washington, D.C.
Joyce Taylor is already there this morning. She joins us now live with more on the inauguration tomorrow. Joyce, good morning.
Good morning. I have to say it's exciting to be here because history is about to happen. Tomorrow, exactly at noon, President-elect Trump will put his hand on his childhood Bible. He'll also use the Bible that President Abraham Lincoln used, the same Bible that President Obama used when he took the oath of office, and he will then take that oath that has become familiar for every time that we have an inaugural and we have that transfer of power. Exactly at noon, he will not be the president-elect, but he will be the 45th president of the United States. Will be an interesting couple of days because we have those who are coming to celebrate this new president, we have those who are coming to protest, and we have those who are coming for the Women's March on Washington. And for all of that, some 28,000 extra security will be in place, prepared for anything and everything. So today, on this eve of the inaugural, the president-elect Trump, he spent the night in New York City, but he is now headed here to Washington, D.C. He's expected to be here with his vice president-elect, Mike Pence. They're going to be appearing at Arlington National Cemetery. They'll be laying a wreath there. This is traditional on the day before the inaugural. They then will attend the Make America Great Again concert at the Lincoln Memorial. We still don't know with certainty who's going to be performing at that concert tonight. The president-elect is then expected to make remarks at that event. Have a huge helicopter overhead. I'm not sure if it's a security helicopter or a news helicopter. At any rate, get used to that sound over the next couple of days because, as I said, security is going to be tight here in Washington. So right now, more than, 103 students from University Place are on their way to Washington, D.C. from Curtis High School. They are members of the Curtis High School Orchestra and Band and Jazz Band. They are going to be here to take part in the Inauguration Heritage Festival.
They've been practicing for weeks, fine-tuning the songs they hope will impress the judges. They'll compete against high school kids from all around the country. But this trip to our nation's capital is about so much more than music.
We're there to see the process, to watch it happen, to watch the peaceful transition, and whatever happens in our country, whether your person won or didn't win, this is how we do it. And this is how we've always done it, and this is what makes us unique in the world.
It has been a high school lesson unlike any other, a mix of civics and music.
we've had all this like discord and splitting and conflict over this really big election, but then music comes and it kind of distracts and puts everybody back together.
And where politics of the past year may have created a deep divide,
we all have the same passions for multiple things, and music is one of our passions. We love music. We want to persuade others to do what we're doing and just have fun.
the message these students hope to share is the power of what they have in common.
Everyone is so intertwined, and we all love each other, and we can really show that through this contest.
Music is really the universal language, and you can go anywhere and be able to, participate in the same type of thing and communicate with people that you don't know and have something in common with them.
So the Heritage Festival is coming up this Sunday, but boy, these students are going to experience so much before Sunday rolls around. They are going to be attending the inaugural, they will be attending the presidential parade, then they're going to be going to the Lincoln Memorial, the Smithsonian, and sharing so many of their experiences with us. So look for their pictures on social media because they're going to be sharing them with us for the next several days. And then of course we're going to be meeting them at their festival on Sunday and sharing that with you live Sunday morning. They have a lot to look forward to. So what an interesting mix of civics and music. The most fascinating year probably for seniors and juniors than they've had in quite some time, especially during this last presidential season. So that is the situation. Jake is at, I believe he was at SeaTac Airport when they took off. If they haven't taken off yet, they're soon going to be. Jake?
Well, the journey of a lifetime starts here at Gate A12 at SeaTac Airport. Over 100 high school students from Curtis High School are packing this airplane, a couple of them shy, like him. Orchestra students, band students, all playing in an arts festival, but also going to the inauguration. That's happening tomorrow. Nathan, I'm just curious, how do you prepare for an historic event as a junior in high school?
Well, as a junior in high school, I'm in A-Push right now, so my history teacher, Mr. Dodge, prepares us really well to let us know all the historical events that are going on and what this means for the country. Also looking forward to just going to this historical place during this inauguration with all the monuments and everything to see from the past.
Yeah, no kidding. And Miranda, you're going on this trip as well. Have you ever been to DC?
No, I have not.
Okay, and you're a packed agenda. Tomorrow's the inauguration. Arts Festival is on Sunday. You're touring everything on Saturday. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm really excited to go to all the museums and just be traveling with my friends and hear all the other bands and orchestras. That should be really fun.
What do you think about Donald Trump being the one up there taking the oath tomorrow?
I'm just excited to be there for the historic value, It's not something everyone gets to say they've done.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And Donald Trump, not the president. I think a lot of your friends were expecting. How do you make your way through that?
Well, we can just tell each other, hey, it'll be all right. We can all do this together. My mom and dad always tell me, whatever happens, just keep your head up and just keep going, because even though in this time of the country where everyone might not look at it the same way, we can all just come together and be like, hey, we can do this, and it'll be a lot of fun.
All right, good for you. Good message. Good parents. All right, well, we hope you have a great flight. Obviously, the students are taking up the majority of the cabin, and it's a long flight, but a long journey, one much anticipated this weekend. At SeaTac Airport, Jake Wittenberg, King 5 News.
And it took a lot of prep, too. A lot of prep to get those kids all ready, believe me. So we'll be following their journey over the next 5 days. So we ran into a couple of moms from Woodinville when we arrived here in Washington, D.C. Carrie Getty and Ann Alecci. They are coming with some moms from their children's 4th grade class. They all have boys in the 4th grade. And they say they're coming here to march for those they say are disenfranchised. Tell me why you're here. You all are moms of 4th graders. You're going to be here with 2 other moms from Woodinville. 4th grade boys. Tell me why it's important to be here for them.
Well, I love that my son says, I'm a feminist too, and he really wanted to come. But it's just important that everybody has a voice. It's just so important that we don't just let things happen to us. So it's so important that we show our kids that we have to take action.
So I asked these moms if they were hopeful. They said that they are. They really do want this president to succeed. And they say that they are not protesting, that they are demonstrating. I asked them if they're going to be attending the inaugural tomorrow, and they say they are not going to be doing that. So we'll be following the march, of course, coming up on Saturday. Not just the march here, but of course, as you know, some 50,000 people are expected in the march back in Seattle. And I have to say, I think they're doing a security check. It's just a gut feeling, because you can be sure that by now they've probably restricted the airspace above. I'll check on that for you, but they've been circling and circling for the last few minutes, and I'm sure that they're going to be checking security really closely between now and next week. Back to you.
All right.